So today's video is going to focus on dimensional analysis, which actually goes back to our learning target on the metric system. But we are getting pretty math heavy for a little bit, so we decided to move this a little further back. So the first thing I need you to do is get out your green unit organizer, and in slot 20, we're going to write D, A, notes, and IP. We're going to make this 10 points. Find this page in your binder. It should be right after your speed, velocity, independent practice. And in the upper right hand corner, you're going to label it 20A. Dimensional analysis helps us convert units from one thing into another. So with the metric system, we're going to use it to go from metric to English units. But we can also use it to convert feet to inches, days to hours, days to minutes, days to seconds. We use dimensional analysis to do any conversion we can. Typically in math they're called proportions, and we're going to use something called t-charts. So in dimensional analysis, you can multiply any number by 1 and not change the value. For a fraction to equal 1, the numerator, which is on top, and the denominator, which is on the bottom, must have the same value. So for example, if I say, hey, here's 10 pennies, you can say, oh, I'll trade you those 10 pennies for 1 dime. So 10 pennies to 1 dime is a factor of 1. Same thing for feet and inches. If I asked you, oh, how many inches are in a foot? You would say, oh, there's 12 inches in a foot. So 1 foot to 12 inches is also equal to 1. It's the same thing, it's just different ways of saying it. We call these conversion factors. So we multiply by conversion factors, which are equal to 1, to change the unit while keeping the value the same. So our example problem, we're going to convert 28 feet into fathoms. And I'm giving you the conversion factor here, that 1 fathom is equal to 6 feet. So our first step is to put what you're given over 1. And our example problem says 28 feet equals blank fathoms. So I'm given 28 feet. So I'm going to put 28 feet over 1. This next step is a little confusing. It says cancel out units you don't want by putting the appropriate units of the conversion factor in the denominator and numerator positions. Basically, we're going to put like units diagonally from each other to cancel them out. So, using our example problem, we want 28 feet over 1. We're going to extend this. We're going to put feet diagonally from each other. And then to get from feet to fathoms, we look at our conversion factor. So there's 6 feet and 1 fathom. We're going to rewrite this. Now because we have feet on top and on the bottom, we can cancel it out and be left in fathoms. So we just got rid of feet and now we're left with fathoms. Now the math would look like this. So we have 28 next to 1, we're going to multiply, and then we're going to divide by 1 times 6. So to make that look a lot nicer, we would say, okay, 28 times 1 divided by 1 times 6 fathoms equals 28 over 6, which is equal to 4.66 fathoms. Let's do some guided practice together. Turn the page over. As to help us out, we're going to have the steps right here. in more kid-friendly language. So our first problem says convert 300 seconds into minutes. And I'm giving you the conversion factor right here, that 60 seconds equals 1 minute. I'm sure you could have figured it out, but sometimes it's just nicer to give it to you. So our first step is put what you're given over 1. And what we're given is 300 seconds. So we're trying to go from 300 seconds into minutes. So we're given 300 seconds. We're going to put it over 1. And I'm going to extend that t-chart. If I'm trying to get into minutes, I need to put seconds diagonally. Put seconds down here. Because if I have seconds on top and bottom, I can cancel them out. And then I can go directly from seconds to minutes because that's what my conversion factor's in. So there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. So I've already put what I'm given over 1. I'm going to cancel out units I don't want by putting them diagonally from each other. So seconds, I'm left with minutes. So I just cancel out the units and circle the one that was left. And now I'm going to do the math. So 300 times 1, because they're next to each other, over or divided by 1 times 60 equals 50 minutes. We just did the math and we gave our answer in our new unit. We're going to erase our little check marks so we can do another problem. Our next problem says convert 17 inches into centimeters. I'm given the conversion factor right here. I'm given 17 inches. We want to turn 17 inches into centimeters. So I'm going to write what I'm given, which is 17 inches over 1. And then in order to convert it, I need to extend the t-chart. And because I want to get rid of inches, I need to put inches diagonally from what I'm given. Step 2. And I can go from inches to centimeters in one step because I have one conversion factor. So in 1 inch, there's 2.54 centimeters. Now because I have inches on top and bottom, I can cross out inches, and I'm left with centimeters. I did step 3. Now I'm going to do the math. So 17 times 2.54 over 1 times 1 is going to be equal to 43.18 centimeters. We just did the math. We gave our answer in our correct units. So now we're going to erase our checklist again. We're going to do a third problem together. So now we're going to convert 170 pounds into kilograms. And I'm given the conversion factor that 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. I'm given 170 pounds. So I'm going to rewrite this in a nicer way. So 170 pounds equals blank kilograms, because that's what I need to figure out. So I'm going to put what I'm given over 1. So I did my first step. And then in order to convert it into kilograms, I need to put pounds on the bottom, so I'm going to put it diagonally and put kilograms on top. Now according to my conversion factor, in 1 kilogram there are 2.2 pounds. So I've just canceled out units I don't want, which are pounds, because I put them diagonally from each other. So if I have pounds on top and pounds in the bottom, pounds will go away, and I'm left with kilograms. The math is going to be 170 times 1, because 170 and 1 are next to each other, over 1 times 2.2. So basically, we're going to do 170 divided by 2.2, and that will equal 77.27 kilograms. So I canceled the units and circled the unit that was left, and then I did the math and I gave my answer in correct units. We're going to do one last problem together. So our last problem we're going to do together says convert 50 feet to centimeters. And I'm given that 1 foot is equal to 30.48 centimeters. So I'm trying to figure out that 50 feet is equal to blank centimeters. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put 50 feet, which is what I'm given, over 1. Forgot to circle what I was given. Bad science teacher. So I did my first step. I'm going to cancel out the units I don't want by putting them diagonally together. So if I have feet here and I'm trying to go to centimeters, then I need to put feet on the bottom. So it'll be a top and bottom, so they're diagonal from each other. So they'll cancel out later. I can go directly from feet to centimeters in one step because I'm given that conversion factor. So in 1 foot, there's 30.48 centimeters. I did this in my second step. So I can cancel out units because I have feet on top and feet on the bottom, so they go away. And I'm left with centimeters. Did my third step. And now I'm going to do the math. So it's going to look like 50 times 30.48 over 1 times 1, which is going to be equal to 1,524 centimeters. Now on your own, you should do 5, 6, and 7. I would strongly recommend doing them because they most likely will show up on a warm-up problem next time I see you.